removing the wheel. If you can't remove the wheel, I already tell y'all, being on my channel for years, y'all sure already know you can't get the wheel off. Don't be expecting to get no type of progress with this job. What the hell you expecting? You can't even get the goddamn wheel off. My name Leek. Leave my contact information you guys will see on the side, Leekautorepair at gmail.com. I also got my Instagram, Leekautorepair. All the information right here on the screen. You see it. Make sure you give me a thumbs up. Give me leave a comment. Whatever you're working on, you might got issues, boat stuck or something. I don't know. So I ain't got no order. I'm just start removing stuff. So I undid the sway link, which is two 14mm bolts. It may feel like a 15. Trust me, it's a 14. Might be just a little rusty and can't fit on there. I want to assemble the sway bar link together so that way you got an idea of how it goes on. You may have to watch like a separate video. These type of sway links are a pain in the ass if you're not familiar how they were like back then. Just I can't explain it to you. You done one, you done six, you done them all. That's literally how it works. So see the way I got it back on, that's the way you literally piece it. And you might have to watch a separate video, which I should have did, but it is what it is. Next, there is some riveted clips on the control arm, but you can do a quick disconnect on it by sneaking your fingernail through it, or use a pick, and that's like a tab. You just unlatch it pretty much, and it comes straight up. So you're going to separate that, and you may have to swap over those plastic pushing rivet clips onto the control arm after you're done. If you do, just soak them with PP Blaster or water, and those clips will come out without breaking, and some needle nose, of course. Next, I'm going to work using my long breaker bar to break free. There is a nut that is a 21mm, and then on the other end is an 18, so you need to lock it down with the 18 wrench on the left side, and then get in there with the 18. I'm sorry, the 21. Now, I'm hooking up like a swivel setup because I already had loosened it pretty much for y'all. I'm like stuttering my words as I'm watching my phone, trying to make sure my timing and everything is good. Next thing I'm going to be working on, I guess after, I got to fish that out to the side. Fishing a boat, not going to be an issue for me. It wasn't like rust on this side, so it came out with like a few whacks. Now, the tip of the boat is tapered, so you can tap it with something without damaging the threads. And like I said, it does fish out. You might got to like push in a little bit on the control arm, or at least the rotor itself, like push in to get the control arm to move, and you'll be able to slide it out. Then this one may be a tricky for y'all. This is a T55 Torx. So you have for the bottom part of the boat, right? The head, and then you got the top bolt. That is a 21. So you're going to have to lock that down. I recommend try loosening the nut first. Don't try loosen the torque side, the one with the side guy that got like the torque. Get what I'm saying? You might break your torque bit. We don't want to do that. So just do it on the nut side and back the boat off first, and then got it good. Then you'll be able to get in there. For me, I'm going to swap over to my 3/8 gun, which is a pretty strong guy. I obviously paid a lot of money for that, and I'm ready to zap that out. Now, a lot of these tools I got, you may not have, or I'm set up where I can get the job done quick. So it may seem like it was quick for y'all in the video. Realistically, it took me like an hour and like 20 minutes to do both sides, because the right side was a little bit harder due to like some like a little bit of rust, not too much, but little bit of whatever oxidation. I'm working the cotter pin out for the lower. There's a castle nut on the ball joint, and to break that free, it's not hard. It's an 18mm, and you can get in on the open side and just loosen it. Once you get it like start turning just a bit, it'll get loose enough for you be able to take it out by hand. If not, then obviously you're dealing with like a rust situation, and that I really can't help you out too much on. I can't control a car having rust. I only can just control me showing y'all the video and that I'm doing. So we working like close way to getting it out. We almost there. Once you get that out, I'll show you what to do next, which is very simple. It's not hard. Just pay goddamn attention. I hope you guys are paying attention. So whenever the next scene come up, next I'm gonna take a hammer. After you already had, just pull the whole control arm out of its pockets basically, and grab a hammer, like flex it over, because you're gonna try to knock the ball joint out, the knuckle. So we're gonna hammer it enough times without hammering the knuckle itself. You can hammer the knuckle. I don't want to hammer the knuckle. I'd rather just hammer the control arm, being as though I don't have like pressure on it. So I'm just knocking it down, and it is breaking free on its own. and that's taper as well. So it's just designed to just snug in there once it's tight or whatever. That's how they make the suspension parts. So probably gonna try like a oh, I didn't remove the castle nut off. That's why I wasn't able to get it out. But once I remove the castle nut, bam, we drop down. And like I said, you may have to hit the knuckle to get it to fall out. I didn't have to on this. That was cool. New control arm is best if you put it in. Put in like the compliant, that big compliant bushing, that side right there I'm touching. Put that in first, and then hurry up and put the bolt in. It just makes it easier. Don't be like me and force it, like you gotta knock it in, like forcing it in there, which is a pain in the ass, and you got like a toll flying at you like me. Make sure you wear safety glasses. But you see how I'm pushing in the like the whole spindle, or at least with the rotor, pushing it in because I can get the control arm to move like in and out to the point where it's like helps me line up the bolts going in the hole. So this part, I'm grabbing a big pry bar to press down because I got pressure on one side being jacked up. It'll be a pain in the ass to get the sway bar linkages back in. So you might need to get pressure and press down. I used the collar of the like bracket side collar for the low control arm, and like pried down on it, and I was able to, my bro on the side, like he was able to like put the washer and a nut on for me, and I was able to just swing it like that, no problem. So now I'm gonna lock it down, and here we go. I had a blue size for Pittsburgh blue size be like for Harbor Freights be 15 usually, right? And then you got the red, which is 14. I'm going through like my quick bag where like my mobile setup for like my ratchet wrenches and uh 3/8 swivels and stuff like that. I keep those in that bag because I don't want to mix them up with anything else. So lock it down with a 14. That's a stubby. I shouldn't have grabbed the stubby, but that was like the first thing I grabbed. And that's another bag I could have grabbed stuff, but it is what it is. And you're gonna lock them down to, basically you'll know when that nut is tight. And once it's tight, don't be forcing it. It's kind of like a jam nut type thing. Once it's on there, to make sure all your pieces is assembled right, so you ain't gotta back it off. But other than that, you be sturdy. I did. If the threads get all messed up from you backing that nut off so many times, just go ahead and get another set of sway bar linkages. So I had swapped over the clips and stuff, or what, actually those stayed on a wire harness. And that's it, end of the video. So ain't enough talking. Leekautorepair, show you guys demonstrated. I saved you guys money, and I didn't see anybody list this for the LaCrosse. Probably for the Impala, but this one for the LaCrosse, and this one goes for like the, I think the Buick Allure, the Impala, and a couple other models and stuff that Century and the Regal. We'll put that in the description. Leekautorepair. I'll holla at y'all.